subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we will be able to see each other's and communicate, and also try to relieve our pain a little bit to in the time of the pandemic or in the time of the COVID-19. And while everyone is locked and everyone is quarantined, and we can see, alhamdulillah, still we have time, so we can see each other, and we can communicate with each other. It is ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's the blessings from Allah. And but let me share with you something about the program for today. It will not be regular. It will be a little bit different, as we used to start with the Quran, and we used to start with the tafsir of the Quran. But today, before tomorrow, inshallah, before the night of tomorrow is so important when it comes to Laylatul Qadr, when it comes to the program of Laylatul Qadr. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will have a special program for everyone, inshallah. But today is the day of instructions, that the day that we need to show everything for Salatul Eid, inshallah. And I believe, alhamdulillah, we are so happy to have Brother Ismail with us. So, assalamu alaikum, Brother Ismail.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah, mashallah. We are so happy to see you. The first day of you for you in Ramadan. We wish that you will join us, early in Ramadan.
Thank you. Let me begin in one thing. Just give me less than half a minute.
No, go ahead.
First of all, I want to say happy Ramadan for everybody. Ramadan Mubarak. Inshallah, Ya Rabbil Eid will come to us, and we'll be happy, and we'll be out of this coronavirus completely. The second thing I want from myself, and I think all the community will appreciate very much what you are doing, at what you did during the month of Ramadan, and the efforts which you put for the community and for the mosque. This is a great thing you did, and I hope that will be in the mizan of your hasanat yawm al-qiyamah, ya Rab. Inshallah, Allah make you more progress and more better in the future in a lot of things. The other thing is what we talk about, me and you today in the mosque. You could tell them about it, the praying rug and the gloves and the masks and the sanitizer, and you could tell them that yourself about this. One thing I want to say about zakah is zakat al-mal. You tell them the nisab al-zakah, because there is a lot of people, they would love to pay zakah in Ramadan. A lot of people in our community, they pay zakah in Ramadan. So you tell them the 86.5 gram, which is equal today to $5,000. If you have $5,000, and tell them about this, you know how to do this for them, and you tell them the rest of the program, because this is what we discussed today, and you explain to them through your words. Thank you, Ahmed, too much. Thank you, really, from my heart, and I know that all the community appreciate all what you did.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. May Allah accept from all of us. Allahumma ameen. Jazakallah khairan. And I believe, alhamdulillah, that we are so close to 61 persons, alhamdulillah, in the room. And we have a bunch of people also watching us right now on Facebook. So I just wanted to deliver the message about Salatul Eid. If there will be any Salah for Eid this year, let me explain. First of all, is it permissible to pray Eid in your house or not? Clearly, you can pray Salatul Eid in your house as a jama'ah or as individual in your house. So if you are fearing to get infection or to get that disease, and you need to be, involved with the community with anything, you have the permission in Islam to pray Eid in your house. Whether you pray 2 rak'ahs without khutbah, or you make the 2 rak'ahs and somebody give khutbah in your house. If you just, I'm giving you the minimum, if you just lead your wife, lead your sister, your daughters, your children in the salah for 2 rak'ahs, and you made the extra takbirs. We give 7 takbirs in the first rak'ah and 5 takbirs in the second rak'ah without the takbirah of al-qiyam, without the takbirah of rising up. So now you are talking about the extra takbirs. If you did so, you already prayed Eid. You already prayed Eid. And what is the evidence? Because alhamdulillah, you used to get evidence every time we talk. The evidence that Sayyiduna Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anh, and this is mentioned in the authentic hadith, that one day he missed Salatul Eid with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and then Rasulullah gave him the permission to lead Salatul Eid inside his house. What about the opinions of the madhahib? All the madhahib, the majority of the scholars agreed to pray Eid in your house except the Hanafi madhab. Except the Hanafi madhab. But the rest of the madhahib accepted and agreed to pray Salatul Eid in your house if you missed it or there is something prevented you. Especially when it comes to the time of the crisis, the time of the necessity, it is permissible to stay in your house and to pray Eid. Okay, now, what about the Salatul Eid? Salatul Eid, can we make it in the masjid? Yes, alhamdulillah, we will make Salatul Eid in our masjid, in our facility, with certain requirements and certain restrictions I wanted to share with everyone, inshallah. And alhamdulillah, we will make 2 salah for Eid. One at 8 a.m. from 8 to 8:20. The second one from 9 to 9:20. This is number one. Number two, the people, the first group who will come to Salat al-Eid, they have to leave very quickly to give us the time so we can organize for the second group, inshallah. What are the restrictions? Let me share with you the screen here. Now I'm going to share my desktop, so now you can see what you exactly will do. There is a certain form. Here is the form that you can find, inshallah. Here is the form for Eid Salah. Let me make it so big so you can see it. Now you can see. I will send you the link. Once you get the link, you will find this form. It's a registration sign-up form. You will write down here your first name, the last name, the phone number, the email address. Then you will choose what type of or which time you need for the male and the females. We have 2 times, from 8 to 8:20, from 9 to 9:20. For the female, also from 8 to 8:20, from 9 to 9:20. What are the terms and the conditions? Please don't press that very quickly and say submit without reading. I'm confirming here this point. I need you to be aware of that part. Terms and the conditions to ensure a smooth and peaceful salah. Please be sure to follow the following instructions. We will follow the 25% occupancy rule set by the state of Florida. So we will get only 25% by each group from our community in Salat al-Eid. The masjid we will have 2 places for salah, the hall and the masjid. The hall will be for the brothers, the masjid, the entire masjid will be for the sisters. And then we will comply with a social distance requirement to keep the 6 feet distance between you and others. And no one is allowed to enter the facility without mask, without gloves, without using the hand sanitizers. So be aware of this. You will not be allowed to enter to the facility, to the property, without wearing your mask and the gloves, and you already used the hand sanitizer. And inshallah, we will provide some masks and gloves too, and we will have a bunch of hand sanitizers from the volunteers so you can use it, and you can also use the hand sanitizer in your house. The most important thing is to make wudu. Now you can see, make wudu at home. The place of wudu will be locked. Be aware of this. Make wudu at home with the brothers and sisters. There is no wudu in the masjid. Bring your own prayer mat. The rug itself for salah, bring your own rug to pray. And no babies and children will be allowed to enter the facility. So imagine if you have a man and his wife, they want to come. So how they will leave the children? Now you have 2 times for salah. You can come and leave the children with her. She can come after. You can switch to make it easy. We need to keep our babies, our children safe from getting any kind of disease. May Allah protect all of us. Allahumma ameen. The limit for each salah is 70 for men, 70 for women per time. So we will have 70 at 8, 70 men, 70 women at 8, and 70 men and 70 women at 9, inshallah. If you are or anyone of your family have any kind of sickness, any kind of symptoms for the COVID-19 or even any kind of other disease, please, out of respect, we need you to stay home for the safety of our community at all. And also there is something we have to announce it. There is no one will be allowed to congratulate, to celebrate, or even in the masjid, and no handshaking, no embracing, no hugging at all. Just you will come. And here is the times that you need to come to the masjid, and don't come before that. You are allowed to come to the masjid. For those people who will choose to come by 8, you need to come 7:45. Enter to the hall 7:55 to start the takbir for 5 minutes. Takbir will be for 5 minutes, 7:55. 8 sharp, we will start the first salah for the first group. 8:05, we will finish salah inshallah. 8:20, we will finish everything. Then you will move from 8:20 to 8:30 and give us time so we can receive the other group. We don't need to find someone is, talking on a side or having his own group. No, we need to have, the rules, and we need to respect the rules to have a very nice and peaceful salah for Eid, inshallah. And also, alhamdulillah, we will have the police department. They will come and they will organize the traffic with the volunteers. By the way, I need 15 volunteers. I need you to communicate me after the iftar, inshallah, directly. I need 10 for the men and I need 5 for the sisters. And I need them to come early to the Salat al-Eid, like 7:15. But please, I need you to text me your number, call me after iftar directly. I need 10 of the men, 5 from the women, inshallah. And also, the most important point, I need you, okay, once you read, once you understand everything here, you will say, I have read, and you will press submit. Once you will press submit, I will get the list of your numbers, of your names, and the number that it will be, acceptable for Salah and acceptable for Salat al-Eid. Then that will be, inshallah, so organized. We need to make something so professional, so organized, inshallah, so everyone is happy and everyone is safe. Again, if you want to pray at your home, that's good. If you want to come to have Salatul Eid in the group by that way, you will be, inshallah, welcome, more than welcome to join us in Salatul Eid in the masjid, but with following the rules, inshallah. Now you get the link for the form. Now you can do that form now. Please fill the form and send it to me. That is so important, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairah. We have just 1 minute for dua. I know that will not be enough, but Imam Hisham with us, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Imam Hisham.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Imam Ahmed. How are you?
Yes, please. We have 1 minute for dua. Then you will give us adhan directly, inshallah.
Inshallah. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين والآخرين وفي الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. اللهم تقبل منا صيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا وصالح أعمالنا. اللهم شفع فينا القرآن واجعله شاهدا لنا لا علينا. اللهم إنا نسألك يا رب العالمين أن تتقبل منا صالح الأعمال. اللهم تقبل منا صالح الأعمال، واحشرنا مع النبي المصطفى خير الأنام. اللهم اغفر وارحم وتجاوز عما تعلم، إنك أنت الأعز الأكرم. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد الأمين. Is it time for adhan?
Yes, and then inshallah.
Adhan now, inshallah.
Yes, Sheikh, and then inshallah.
الله أكبر الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
جزاك الله خيرا شيخنا, بارك الله فيك. متاك الله بالصحة والعافية. Two things before you go. Number one, the form is not per family. The form is per person. So if you have 5, if you have 6, if you have 3 in the family, you need to submit the form 3 times for each one of them. So the form is not per family, it is per person. Number 2, for those people who will pray Eid in their houses, I will make a special video for them to teach and to give them the rules of how they can make Salat al-Eid individual or in their houses, inshallah. Then I will share it with you on the WhatsApp. Jazakumullahu khaira. Enjoy your meal. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.